think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our love tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm moving my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. I'm contemplating coming close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. You, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
The real Gypsy Soul is in the house.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
Bada bing, bada boom. Get over here. Get out of here.
Boy, I look red. Heavy light. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hey, Catlin, good to see you. Hope you're ready for a good, fun weekend. I am. Pretty here in North Kakalaki, and we're getting some good weather, so. Play with my color here. I look a little bright. Look bright. Is that better? A little disco. How is everybody doing? I got up this morning, wasn't sure what I was going to do today. But I knew I had to cook, right? Father's Day weekend. Ooh, what's going on with my wig? And so, we had that big meat market haul that we got. Like, spent $100 and got just about everything. And so we all have different tastes in the house. So I made a couple of shorts. Hey, Justice Jane, good to see you. We're talking about Caribbean pork, Caribbean jerk chicken, and teriyaki kebabs. Yeah, so, when it's Father's Day weekend and the sun is nice, there's a little breeze outside. It's probably going to reach maybe 78 today, 80 where I live. And so I thought I'm going to marinate some meat. And so I did. And we had bought some of the Caribbean jerk sauce, but I like to add stuff to it. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's what I'm making. Wasn't sure on, it's overcast one minute and sunny the next. Overcast one minute, sunny the next. and they are calling for afternoon showers, so we decided not to do it on the grill. Plus, there's a lot of like brown sugar, molasses, and some of this, and I thought it's going to burn fast. So we're using our rotisserie. If any of y'all have a rotisserie, yeah, yeah, come on back, go with us. And I put some sweet potatoes on for a side, and we're gonna do corn on the cob, and then I made some spicy beans, like pork and beans, you know. Hey, Sarah, she became a member. That's awesome. Hey, you want to come up? We're talking food, Caribbean jerk food. Something I'm kind of getting into, and so I've got that meat haul that I got. Doesn't that sound erotic? The meat haul that we got from the meat market a week or so ago. We've grilled some of it, and then today I'm doing. Okay, there's the link. I'm doing, like I said, the hey chaotic, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Chaotic, the beautiful. And so yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the I'm using our rotisserie because we can crank that back, sucker back up to the, pretty much the level that a grill would be anyway. And, you get all the fat drippings off of it and a rotisserie and makes the house smell really, really good. There comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, I was just running to the, oh, okay. Oh, we won't put that up. All right. It came up twice. She wants me to know. Yes, so oh, let's see. Let me change my little banner here. I guess y'all knew that was drone footage of North Kakalaki there. And delete that. Delete that. Yeah, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and moms that pretend to be dads or are dads. Prayers to have a job. Oh, everyone put prayers there for her job interview. I do have that too here. We'll go with that. Absolutely. We will be praying for you. Absolutely. There you go. Yeah. And a four-leaf clover there for you from Sarah Smiles. Yeah, so that's what so I'm doing the I was thinking pork and beans is why I thought, okay, I'll do the navy beans. So I'm doing that in a crock pot with some leftover fat from the last grill that we did of steaks, which was last night. And it was made with hickory chips. So that should flavor the beans pretty good. And added some scallions to that and fresh scallions. And so we'll see. And so I posted a short video of each of them, what they look like before they're cooked, and then I'll let you know how they turn out. But the chicken that I am marinating, the recipe called for a can of fruit cocktail, and the one that I bought is in 100% pure natural juice, and I cannot wait to taste this. Again, this is like Caribbean jerk food, so it will offset the spiciness, right? So I'm looking real forward to that. So little maraschino cherries in it, and the chopped up pineapple and pears should pair nicely with the pork. So that's what we're doing. That's why today is called pork and beans. How'd you get the beans before the beans? Yeah. Hey, spicy disaster. Good to see you. So I'm looking forward to this. That's what I'm doing for his Father's Day today. Of course, he's helping me make it because he's the grill master. She said, just making a sandwich. Be right there. That reminds me of a story. Here comes the St. Olaf story. I hope you don't mind. Years ago, a friend of mine and I went to go see a local fortune teller, and her name's Lucy Lowry. And we rode out to her house, and my girlfriend and I were just excited. I believe we were both single, so of course, romance led us to her door. And so, angst with anticipation, we sit on her couch, readily waiting for our turn at Lady Luck. And so, the gentleman who was before us gets his reading, and there's a knock at the door, and it's the sheriff. And he serves her with some papers for fortune telling. Apparently, she was doing it within city limits, and she couldn't do it within city limits, or some little ordinance type thing like that. And she paid it no mind, threw it down, and the sheriff left. But it made us all the more think, wow, she's really legit. The man is even after her, right? So it just I don't know, it made us even more angst. So the lawman leaves, and her customer pays, and he's on his way. And then it is my girlfriend's turn. I'd already been before, so I knew what to expect. She had not. And so she gave the lady her money, and she tells her to pick out a fresh deck of cards. And she keeps this freight box full of unopened um, boxes of playing cards. And so she picks out her brand new box. She tells her to open it. She opens it, throws away the cellophane, and then she tells her, pick out 9 cards. There'll be 3 for the past, 3 for now, and 3 will be for your future. So she picks out her 9 cards, and Lucy stops and gets up while I'm sitting on the couch. And I guess it's an old house. It was where the heater was at. I was sitting on the couch next to it and her old man. And they were very, very old people. And they were Lumbee Indian. By the way, Lumbee Indian Lowry is a very common name here among the Lumbee Indians. So my girlfriend is sitting there, and she's drawn her 9 cards, and Lucy gets up from the table, and she goes into the back room. And I'm sitting there, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. And my friend kneels over, and she says, Cynthia, because my real name is Cynthia. And I said, what? She goes, what is she doing? I said, I don't know. She goes, well, what is she doing? And I said, I don't know. She goes, look in there and see what she's doing. And her old man's over there, with his cane, with the TV blaring. And I'm like, okay. So I ease up and I look. And she says, well, what is she doing? What is she doing? And I said, she's making a sandwich. She, I guess, thought she was in there making potions or, stirring up a brew of witches. I don't know, but she's like, making a sandwich in the middle of my reading? I said, yeah, she's making a sandwich. So go ahead, make your sandwich. Go ahead, make your sandwich. Okay, good to see you, Southern girl. We're talking about food. Yeah. So anyway, she had a good reading. I had a good reading because in this reading, ironically enough, it must have been we were both struggling single parents. Both our readings came that we would buy a house, and we did. We both were able within the next few years that we were able to buy our own home. And that's a lot to say for a single struggling mom to be able to do that in the 90s. And we were able to do that. With both of us were able to buy our own home without a man. Right? Yeah, we did it all on our own. Our parents didn't help us. We were secretaries, and each of us bought our own home after we got that reading from her. She was right. Yep, it's a true story. Yeah. You gotta eat, man. Gypsy, your gifts are out for delivery. Thank you, Chaotic. That is so sweet of you. I'll do an opening when it gets here, Chaotic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is super sweet of you to even think of me. I appreciate that. Southern girl. What kind of sandwich is it, Sarah? 4 more days till Gypsy's birthday. Yeah, yay! That's an interesting story too. Would you like to hear another St. Olaf story? She said, Sam, I've got gifts from her coming today too. So I'm gonna do an opening before. Oh, awesome! Yay! Want to do a link again? Okay. There ain't nothing wrong with no PB. I love PB and J. And my son likes those that you get at the grocery store, and they've got the crust cut off, and they're in the freezer, and you can take them with you, and they don't, get stinky, gross. Thank you very much. I know I will. Anything you got me, Chaotic. I still have my bell. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, so if y'all are coming in late, we've been talking food. I got some, a big meat haul from the our local meat market, our butcher, and so I did, a variety because we all have different taste. I'm doing Caribbean jerk chicken, a pork tenderloin, and teriyaki kabobs. So we're doing all that today. Oh, I'm doing sweet potato, corn on the cob, and beans. Yep. You had PB and J last night. Nothing wrong with that. You hate peanut butter. Do you like that almond butter? What do they call it? Nutella? Do you like that? Is that almond or is it hazelnut? There's enough people here. 7. We have 7 people here. And people be sweating. I got 280 people. Oh, man, that would freak me out. I have social anxiety. If I had that many people in here, I would probably go. Gotta go. It's okay, but not something I reach for. Gotcha. You like Nutella? I put the link down. Did you get it? So that
More
was the
get on my gardens.
and then here is the jerk pork on the rotisserie right here. There's the tenderloin on the rotisserie. Yep. So that's what we're waiting on, and then I got the sweet potatoes in the oven. I'll have corn on the cob, and then I got the
You're all prepared.
navy beans in the crock pot, so the house doesn't get hot. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
you!
it is
Look at your
hot.
garden! How pretty!
Yeah, there's a lot to do here, really. This is just one little piece. I got to build up my fountains again. I
Look
build
at
3
you.
of them.
That's gorgeous. I love the color.
Yeah, I got to put my mermaid back together and all my seashells. She goes in the fountain. But, you know, one little step at a time. But it makes me happy.
Try
It
to
makes
make
me
it
happy.
bigger. No, you went away. Okay. That was
Oh, thanks.
gorgeous. So is that
That
a
one's the
bench
memorial
there?
garden.
Is
Is
that
it
a
what?
bench? Is that a bench that I
I'm
saw? The
putting one if I could find
okay.
something, that's good price. There's going to be I would like to put a small swing chair. I got a really my son has his own swing that turns into a bed on the other side.
Oh
It's
nice.
like enclosed with curtains and stuff, so he has his own little hideaway. It's right next to it. Yeah,
Very
but I got
nice.
flowers everywhere really to take care of.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
But once
It's
you
like
start, you
a
got to
Zen garden.
Oh, that's what it yeah, that is exactly what I'm going for. Yep.
Very
Oh yeah.
pretty.
Oh, I got to put my chat on.
So who taught you
Ooh.
to know how to grow like that?
You just figure it out along the way.
Yeah,
Trial and error,
trial and
You
error. That's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, because I was gonna plant my freaking pumpkin seeds the other day, and it's been downpouring, but now it's too
Oh
dry,
Lord.
so I gotta wait for it to get wet again, and then I can till it up
Yeah.
and put it there. But every time I grow pumpkins, they grow like wildfire. I mean, so this clay must be what they are thirsty for. Carolina clay.
Pumpkins. You grow pumpkins?
Yeah, the jack o' lantern
Well,
comes so the
one
kids can have one for Halloween.
years ago when I was drinking, I took a really nice golf club and I smacked a pumpkin over the fence into my neighbor's yard, and because it
That
was
was you.
alcohol induced.
That was
Yeah,
you.
I did that, and oh, I did it. I used to do dumb stuff. But anyways, the following year, I was like, why do I have these weeds in my yard? Why does this look like pumpkin? There was a wild pumpkin that grew from the previous year when I smacked it over the fence, and I ended up having 9 pumpkins the next year.
Yeah,
So
they grow
it was
like
a good thing I hit it.
crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
I got 3 pumpkins.
funny story. My dad had like a what do you call it? A man cave out behind this house that he had here in Winston Salem, and beside it was a little Zen area where he would go out and smoke outside, so he didn't smoke in a house.
Yeah, that's what
And
I do.
he threw pumpkin seeds out, just like you would throw any kind of seed out from having one, and he wasn't expecting it to get watered and grow like they did. And he said he woke up one morning
Exactly.
and his whole damn yard was pumpkin.
So, I mean, you can golf your pumpkins and get them, or you can plant them or throw them, but they happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we've grown them before, so it's real easy. I don't know why, but they're really easy to grow. You just water the sons of bitches. And they're a
They're really
vine,
easy to
so
hit over the fence, too.
yeah, they're a vine, so they can really cover an area that you're wanting to, and it's pretty. The flowers are pretty.
Yep, big flowers.
Yeah, so
I try to plant things that attract butterflies, hummingbirds, and bees, and I get a lot of hummingbirds.
do you really?
Oh,
There's
yeah. Yep.
there's a lot of
In fact, when I'm done
hummingbird
talking to
feeders.
you,
Yeah.
I gotta I
I've
gotta
got this wreath
change.
that's on my light post, and it's got a nest in it. I don't know what kind of bird it is,
Ooh,
but there's a nest in it. Yeah, I went to like
I gotta
change out decor,
see
and it's
one.
like, oh, guess I'm not. Guess I'm stuck with that wreath. I'm not gonna touch it. It must have babies in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Chaotic wants pumpkins.
I love them. I got these at Walmart.
Let me shut it off and look. Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it says you should get about 10. If I get 5, I'll be happy.
yeah. You
How
should
do
be
you
able to get some.
stop pumpkins from spreading beyond where you plant them? I
Not
use
happening.
I use honestly I used a tie rod. What do they call it? what are the tie so like a 2x4 piece of wood, and it would deter
Hmm.
it back up on itself.
Yeah, you can kind of train it somewhat, but
Yeah,
once they start growing, they're too heavy. So, once the flowers are done and they turn into pumpkins, they need to, if they're not touching the ground, they'll just probably fall off because of the weight. I like to use tomato stakes, cages for a lot of things that people wouldn't like. If you stake a cucumber, plant a couple cucumbers in one area with a tomato cage, I grow them upward, and then you get long hanging cucumbers
that's
that are straight and
smart.
they don't touch the ground. Yeah, and you allow yourself to have more room so you can plant more and more. They grow up. So I do vertical gardening when I can.
I like cucumbers. I really like
Yeah,
cucumbers on
that's
like
another cheap summer
ziti
food.
sauce, all of it.
Oh yeah, I like to do a lot of summer salads with them and marinated cucumbers, stuff like that. You just go grab your
Yes,
food, for your summer, for
yes.
your cookout or whatever.
I
So
could
I
live
do a
off
lot
just
of those.
vegetables. I really could. I
Uh-huh.
love
Yeah,
vegetables. Yeah,
it's a
so you
cheap
should do
side
it,
dish.
chaotic. That would add to your decor.
Hmm.
Plus, I think they're pretty. They make me happy. Seeing pumpkins
Yeah,
grow.
planning.
Seeing anything grows. Another thing that I would like to do since we have this fence, I thought about trying to grow some muscadines.
Some what? Muscadines?
Muscadine, they're real huge North Carolina grapes, and they are
Oh,
so
okay.
good. They make a good wine. It's super, super
Ah,
sweet.
I
Super
wanted
sweet. It's about this
grapevines
big.
too
Yeah. She said,
for my
okay.
arbor, to make an arbor loaded with grapevines to make like the secret garden. I do have an arbor into my garden, but I grew like this spirea that looks like baby's breath to go up the arch. But now my garden doesn't get much sunlight thanks to my neighbor's tree that I want to chop down.
I guess I got lucky, chaotic, because I was living in a duplex where I was growing mine, and it was just a strip. I mean, that's all it grew into. It didn't overtake. I only planted one package. I only did one package, and it didn't. It grew like maybe 10, but they were this big. So the
Hmm.
neighbors loved it. All the neighborhood little kids, and they loved it. So I don't know. I had a lax landlord. She owned the property, and she loved seeing us grow our own stuff. I mean, I
Oh,
had
I'm sure.
hammock out back, and chimney and everything out back, and she didn't care. But we were out in the country too, so.
I wouldn't
But
think any landlord would care if you're doing curb appeal and making things look nice. I wouldn't see
yeah,
why they wouldn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me how your day's gone.
I actually was just, planting things, went to give some teacher gifts that I made up last night, and actually one of the teachers
Did
is
you get your
retiring, and
hubby
I made her
Father's Day gift yet?
no, I didn't do that. I'll probably make something. I actually have a list in front of me of things I'm working on, so I need to try to stay focused
That's
today,
why
but I
I'm
had a
cooking
few
today.
things that
That's
I
my
wanted to
gift.
plant. One of the plants I just planted is actually a Georgia native. It's a huge trumpet vine that doesn't usually. I've wanted to get one of those for a long time, but I haven't seen them anywhere. And I'm
Hmm.
really hoping it grows because I paid good money for it.
That
Uh,
sounds nice. Trumpet
it,
plant. Do you like the kind
it,
that like
it has,
hangs
well,
down like spider plants indoors? I
yeah,
like
I
indoor
have in the
plants.
past, but
Yeah,
mainly they're all out. I have mostly outdoor stuff besides succulents.
yeah. I love ferns too. I
Oh,
could
me
have
too.
20 ferns and be happy. Because to me, I like it when it shades an area, and like when I wet
Hmm.
it, it'll make it cool in that area.
Yeah.
So I try to use ferns on my back patio, and it makes for a nice shade.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Suburbs have rules. The hell with the suburbs.
she said suburbs. So you
Nice
have
state.
now I have another St. Olaf story about my HOA experience. When I was married to my first husband, he had bought his house that he had at that time when we met with his first wife, and it was in a historic part of Gaston County on Clay
Right.
Street. And when we got married, we wanted to move out of that neighborhood into a more suburbia. And we wanted to fix it up and didn't know, because we were in our 20s. We didn't know. We're putting our house up for sale, and we're like, oh, good construction company, let us put a vinyl siding on your house. We go through with the contract, 10 grand, and they come out and they start construction, and our HOA people come up and they're like, what are you doing? We're like, we're beautifying the house so we can sell it. And they're like, no, 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 this is in a historic district. And when you bought the
I'm very
house,
familiar with that.
you agreed to not make any modifications unless we approved it. And it was like, too late, lady. I mean, it was literally like
I could
too
see you saying
late.
that too.
And so yeah, that was sort of our experience. Yeah, make sure you have a HOA before you do it.
Make sure you ask first or put in an application.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't even think to do that. I guess we were like just wanting to get out of there, you know. We were wanting to get into a better part of town.
Oh, the whole town next to me, you can't even change your paint color without getting approval because it's so historic.
That's like
There's
Oregon.
like 1,600 and 1,700 houses, and they all have the year they were built on them. There's a plaque on the door. It's really nice,
Wow.
but you can't do anything without approval. Got to
Wow.
keep the historical, thing going.
Well, so what do you do when it comes to, like, if you don't modify it, then you can't, like, have proper running water and things like that? Is it
Um,
all dependent on the functionality?
a lot of it has to do with the looks and keeping up with the look.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
building on and stuff like that is probably not going to happen. Painting it some funky color outside of their color choice, you know what I mean? Not going to happen. They want to keep up the original look to go with. A
Yeah,
lot of people come
it
to
was
see it.
masonite, and we put vinyl siding over masonite.
Ooh,
Hey, gamer girl. Hey, girl. How you doing? So I got some stuff to talk to you about.
all right.
I watched, and I tagged you in it, a Soft White Underbelly episode. And what caught my attention was the guy filed a civil lawsuit against Boy Scouts of America.
What?
My husband was a scoutmaster for years, and we have our own personal negative experience with them that I won't go into now. But this particular episode of Soft White Underbelly, the victim is the person who is being interviewed by Mark on Soft White Underbelly, and he is the one who has taken out a lawsuit against um, the Boy Scouts of America because he was sexually abused for several years, and when he became an adult, it affected him so much traumatically. Are you there?
Oh yeah. Yep, I'm listening.
Okay. That he came back one night and did away with the guy, and the guy was a
Damn.
sheriff. It was almost like a Gacy. The guy was a sheriff, and the guy was a warden at the local jail and a scoutmaster for the Boy Scouts. And so he had a position in the community just like John Wayne Gacy. And so it's an interesting episode of Soft White Underbelly, and it's worth the watch. I shared it with my husband and with you, and I think Southern Girl and Ernie, just
Okay.
because I think it's an educational. He is now a motivational speaker and speaks on his how when he turned himself in, they only gave him 5 years. They showed him grace, and now he has spent his adult life since sobriety speaking about this and how there should have been tighter precautions and protocol when this guy was, showing red flags. And
Yeah, right.
and so I shared that on my community wall. If you guys are interested, it's there. And
Yeah, I'll check it out.
yeah, it was educational, and it was inspiring. It was just from whence we all came. It was definitely something worth sharing with you guys. So, and I have a lot of respect for the guy who runs Soft White Underbelly, because he does, give back to the community, and that sort of thing. So let me go over here to my, and I will tell you
Okay.
which episode it is for those that.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, hold on to it a sec. It was in the New Jersey area. His name was Clark Fredericks.
Hmm.
And so that it's called Trauma, Revenge, and Redemption, Clark Fredericks Story, Soft White Underbelly. So that's there. And then there's also the interview I wanted to talk to you about. Have you seen the WJHL interview with Don Wells?
No. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
I mean, is it new?
Yes. Yes.
Well, okay,
They
then
aired
no.
it.
I only
Let's see, eight, 18 hours ago. They
Oh
interviewed
wow,
him
I've seen
because
a
it was the
couple.
anniversary of well,
Right,
he
that
is
makes
wanting to
sense.
sell his prop and go to and buy a property there in Arkansas. And I just want to
Oh
know
wow.
what did you think about that? Had you heard? Have you been? Did you know
There's
anything
been
about
rumors
that? What
about
did you think
that.
of that?
No, there's been rumors of that, and I thought it was all just people making stuff up, and they were just there to work, and probably they feel like
I did too.
they can't do anything in their town, and they're they got people stalking them and stuff. I guess on their property. I guess they probably once they started working, maybe they liked it different there. But before JLR went there, of course. You know.
Yeah, Southern Girl said she saw the Soft White Underbelly episode also, and she says it was definitely a great watch, definitely
Wait a minute.
inspiring, and there's vindication in that episode. It's like he got some revenge, as bad as it is, but it is what it is, right? The girl who burned her
That's
father is guilty. I haven't gotten to see any of that yet. I bet most of the money from the house went to the kids in care. I wonder if they took the property to pay for that.
the kids.
Well,
That's what
you
I was
do.
just gonna say.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the Wells kids?
I think that's what Gamer Girl's talking about.
I just remembered. I thought there was a clause in the contract that house that they were not to sell that house and that it was supposed to go to the eldest boy. I thought that was written in the will or clause or some document somewhere. I remember that from long ago that it's a family house and it must go to the oldest boy. That's what I remember, but I could be
I
wrong.
remember that too. I remember that
So I
too.
don't see how that's legal or they can get around that. Hey, not to be ADD, but look what I found. Last night when I was shopping, while Speakeasy was on, I found
Oh,
two
check that
red,
out.
two candles. Look at this, gamer girl. Speakeasy. Can you see it? It's got a glare. Two
That is
Speakeasy
cool.
candles, and they're friggin' red. I died. I was like, I'm buying those. I am buying those. This is
Do they
hilarious.
smell good?
They actually smell good. I don't know if he does, but these do.
Okay, so then there was another case that I was. All this I've shared on my community wall. Just if any of y'all want to go back and reference it, if you're on
Oh
the road
Lord.
driving or anything like that, go back and check this stuff out because it's interesting. The Delphi guy. Look, I've posted the decline and what he looks like. Look right here. Let's see. Can you see? Look how skinny he is now. And
I
then
know.
look at this right
I
here.
saw that. He does look like he's
Yeah,
dying.
he's cracking up. They say he's cracking up. Like, woohoo. He's in there cracking up. He's losing his cookies. And he's confessing while he's in there. So, you know.
He don't look. He actually looks like he could have an illness. How long has he been there? How many months? He's lost a lot of weight rapidly.
He looks really thin, and he
Like
looks
he
cracked.
dropped like at least. It looks like
To
at
me,
least 40
he
pounds.
looks like he's a little cracked up.
Yeah, his face is gone. Like when I saw that face, not the one with the jacket on, but the one where he's sitting at the table looking like he has dementia or something.
Yeah,
I didn't even recognize him. I had to keep comparing the pictures, flipping back and forth and to
I
look at it
know
because
it.
I
I
couldn't
know
believe how
it.
different they were. Like, how could you lose so much weight so fast? You know?
Prison solitaire will do that to a person. Wow. Yeah,
And
if
it
you're eat up
said
with guilt, I bet.
the lawyer said he was treated like what did they say? Do you have the article in front of you?
No,
Like
no,
he was
I
at a
just hear
prisoner, like he's a prisoner of war camp or something. The way they're treating him, I have no idea what the truth is.
Richard Allen's attorney wants him moved out of a state prison where they say he's being treated like a prisoner of war and his physical health is deteriorating. Do we care?
Not really, but it is
He's got to
visible.
stand trial, though, you know? We want him to be able to stand trial.
I got 2 speakeasy candles. I got you. I got 2 just in case. They were on sale. They were actually on clearance. I'm not gonna lie. They were $3.50.
And then Lori Vallow, her request for a new trial was denied yesterday.
I saw that. I saw her little pouting face. That's what you get, biatch.
She's thinking of losing my touch. Guilt or not solitary messes people up and quickly. Yeah.
It's this is an obvious case in which that shows. Yes.
Yeah. And then Daisy said yesterday that she's quitting Summer's case. Do y'all believe her?
Did she really say that?
Yeah.
Is she gonna stay on and talk about other things?
She just said it was too much and that she was not going to cover her case anymore.
Maybe she's tired of arguing and the back and forth jabs with other creators and stuff like that. I wonder if she'll keep her show
Probably.
and do the talking because a lot of people just like chit chatting that she has in that group. It seems like, and she has a pretty large group. But over time, it would seem to me, how can you talk about the same subject every night for 2 years, which a lot of creators do? I don't understand how they find
I
material,
don't
but they do.
know.
But they do. They do still have the audience for it.
And then did you see the age progression photo of Summer from
Mm-hmm.
TBI? What?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? If
I
I
thought
were
it made her look
Candace,
4 years older.
if
Yeah.
if I had been Candace, that would be like a throat punch to me. If I knew anything, I would go tell now. She looks exactly like Candace.
She really does look a lot like her,
She
yes. Both of them,
does.
I
And
see.
that would, if anything, would jolt a memory at anything.
I see
Um,
both of them, but she's definitely a Candace mini-me.
okay, are you relaxed? Are you in a good mood?
Me?
I have some poll questions if you didn't see them already.
Okay.
Do you prefer to listen to live music at here's the options: concert, outdoor venue, bar scene, or in your own living room?
This depends on the time of year for me, but I would say home.
That's what everybody is saying.
Oh, they
Okay,
are?
I
I
got
didn't think so.
19%. Only
Wow.
19% said concert.
Oh,
Only
okay.
22% said outdoor venue.
Okay, I'm
Only
not alone
8
then.
only 8% said the bar, and 50% said in my living room.
Uh,
So bring your guitar when you come. All right, next. Have you ever had Botox injections?
nope. That's too costly.
I am. I am. Is it not turned on?
Oh yeah, I have to look into that if somebody knows how. Um, somebody said in
I have mine turned on.
Mama T's yesterday that they've changed their standards in the amount of people that you need, and it's now 500.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna look into it, I guess. I think I told you about that.
Yeah, I'm
Not that I
monetized.
go on much.
Okay, so have you ever had Botox injections?
Did you get a high response?
I got 19% said yes,
Oh, really?
76 said no, and 5% said I thought about it. Okay, and then here's a good one for you for up north because I'm in
Okay.
the south.
All right.
What temperature? And I got some funny answers that were not on the grid here. What temperature is your AC thermostat set at during the summer months? And here are your options:
Okay.
69, 70, 71, or 72. And you can write in.
Well, I'll start it at 72, but like when it's a real hot and humid day, I'll turn it down. Like the one I only have the one in my living room that has numbers. The other ones are just, dials high and low. So the one that actually has a thermostat, and when it's real bad and humid and I need a burst of air, I'll drop it down to 68. So there's a
We
range,
do too. We do too. We do
But
too.
you know what? It's like
These are
100% humidity today, and it's like 86 degrees, I think, and it's hot as hell and humid as hell, like 100 it feels
same
like.
as
So I
it
think
is here too. Right. Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
got it
need to
on
put that in.
68.
I'm gonna put that in before I get listening to the next live I go to. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is hot as hell.
Okay, here
Oh,
are the
sorry.
write-ins. Here are the write-ins. They're funny. April 65. This is holy shit. That's
Nice.
cold.
I would do that on a hot day.
She said, I'm still having hot flashes and night sweats, so the cooler the better.
Hmm.
And then Fuzzy B said 75.
Oh, wow.
Woo, that's hot. And then D Boss, she's in Alaska, 65. That's cold. She said, yeah, it's cold here. And then 74 was a ride in. That's hot to me. Okay, and then here's one more. I thought it was one more. Guess not. Never mind. I thought there was one more. So that's, yeah, I couldn't imagine 75. Holy cow, are we at the nursing home?
I get, all these must depend where you live too. So you got to think of other factors. There's different humidities,
Exactly,
different.
yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm like you, man. I don't want to be hot. I have to
Mm-mm.
sleep cold. Like I've got to
Yeah,
like curl up and,
with 4
put on.
blankets.
Yeah. Someone told me one time the way that I sleep, they said, you sleep like you're dead. You sleep like this. I'm like, holy cow.
Like you're in a coffin.
Yeah.
I bet Chaotic sleeps like that too.
Oh man, that's funny. So what'd you think of what I have prepared for today? I'll let you talk for a bit and I'll cut out for just 1 second.
You got something to do?
I gotta
Sure.
need to blow this booger out of my
All right, you
nose.
blow it good. I'll look at the chat and then I'll make some coffee soon. You forgot to put it on mute.
Oh,
I heard that. Blow it good. All right. She forgot to hit the mute. You gotta watch that, guys. See, I don't really know how many people are here. I know there's another live
it's
going
only
on too.
6. It's only
There's another
6.
live is probably why, I didn't know the other person was gonna go live. They
Well,
didn't set a timer.
I only wanted to go real quick anyway today, so we can we've been on an hour. I
Oh,
wanted to
really?
talk. I wanted to talk
Damn.
about and they said I went to the meat
There's your
market. And they're like,
coffee.
no, make sure you go live when you cook that meat. So,
Well, thanks for reminding me. I have to take something out too for later.
yeah,
Oh,
what are you
wait,
gonna
no, I
make?
don't. They're fishing. No, I'll probably make fish because they're
Oh,
on the
you're
boat
so
right now.
spoiled. Oh, you're so spoiled.
It comes out of the ocean right into the cookery.
You are so lucky. Do
Freshly
you like
killed.
lobster?
I'll eat that sometimes, but I don't really pay for it much, you know?
Oh, wow. Love
I mean, it's not cheap.
it. Yeah. I got to dip it in a bunch of garlic butter
I like
and
garlic butter
lemon.
and
And
lemon. It's
lemon.
gotta
Oh
have
my
all that.
gosh.
It's
Yeah.
gotta have all that. Gotta have it.
Yeah. Throw it back with a shot of tequila. Just kidding. You were saying last night that they put lobster in their drinks. What were
Yeah,
they? Bloody Mary.
in the
Not tequila. Not
yeah, you get a
tequila.
claw.
Bloody
You
Mary.
get you get bacon, a claw. They load them up. All kind of stuff, you know. You get celery, carrot. They just load the hell out of them. But bacon, come on, it's great. A drink with bacon in it.
That's crazy.
I think it has a shrimp in it too. I think it does have a shrimp in it. It's basically a lunch and a drink.
You hate crab, but you like lobster? To me, it's it's the same.
I
To
just
me, a
like catching them.
lobster is like a giant shrimp or a giant
I go
crab.
crabbing for fun, you know. I like to catch them. My dog messes around with them, you know.
I like scallops. I like all kinds of fish.
Yeah. I just don't like it
You-
unless it's just caught, you know what I mean? Because I'm used to fresh caught.
Yeah, you made a good point. Like I eat a lot of sushi, but I like to get it fresh, from a real sushi chef. I don't like going and getting it, at the food truck.
No, I'm totally like a snob with it. I'm not gonna lie, because once you're used to it, and you like, I will go in the grocery store, and when you walk past the seafood counter, it makes me like turn my nose up at it because I don't. When you get it fresh, like they're on the boat literally right now, we'll come home and get cooked. It doesn't have that smell to it like it does at the store. So I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'll turn my nose up at that. Is what I'm saying. So I guess I'm a snob that way.
That's smart, though. That's how you're going to keep yourself. Because I've gotten sick off bad shrimp at a Chinese restaurant once, and I couldn't
Yeah,
make it back.
seafood's
I was
no joke.
working at a bank, and I could not drive myself back. I was.
You can
weak.
get really sick. Yeah.
I was. Yeah. So, well, I'll go ahead and close out here and go turn my meat.
Go turn your meat. Is this
If y'all
Gypsy
have
After
a-
Dark in the day?
I guess.
Well, I guess
hope
I'll
y'all
see some of
enjoyed
you.
it.
Yeah, I guess I'll see some of you. I think Mama T's live. If y'all want to go, if anyone goes over there. I
Okay,
think she's
come on
live.
back. Go
I
with
think I
us
saw
over
that.
there then. Okay, sounds
Alrighty
good. I'll
then.
see you there.
See y'all
Okay,
later.
bye.
Bye.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like a movie, my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go!
He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5 touchdown.
Remember, if you think they're onto you, give us the signal. You remember the signal? That's right.